What this this tape is about is introducing one of the main arts that I've developed called Hsing Kung Fu. It has influences from Tai Chi, Hsing, and Bagua, but the most important part and what we want to emphasize in this video is that the ability to apply through a relaxed body, power based upon alignment and connection of a narrow line, laser beam-like line of force through the body. So this is what the real secret is behind it, is the way of training the body to be relaxed and very powerful, which of course means it's very quick. And you can generate force, tremendous amount of force from a very close distance. Effort. I hope it helps you in your martial art practices. Talk about the art, the show close combat art that I developed, based kind of draws from Hsing, Bagua, and Tai Chi. The first thing is close range punch power. So instead of having and needing room to move and swing at an opponent, you can fight from there.
This is how to use the Hsing close combat art I developed. Based upon the principle of making your hand as hard as steel, be able to direct force through the body while your hand makes contact as if it were steel, through understanding yogic principles of the
One of them we can have some kind of, we can create a demonstration.
A few years ago, I discovered that I needed to be able to develop methods where a student could find out whether or not their power was actually connected through a relaxed body to a single point. This technique I developed has been very successful in training people to develop and focus power into one spot. And that was the main concept I wanted to help students with, because I wanted them to be able to have a relaxed body, a relaxed hand, yet be able to understand how to direct force to one narrow point that could be used for a variety of martial art applications. So this method of using a stick involves a lightly held weapon, or the stick, and through that lightly held method, the body is trained to produce power through a very relaxed hand. And of course this has applications for joint locks, throws, and a number of other types of techniques. It is essentially a faster way of teaching mastery. For me, it's much even more impressive if you take a lighter weight person, a smaller frame person, and have that person be able to resist a force against a larger, stronger opponent. There are several advantages to this kind of training.
I go inside here, and I can strike. I can strike where I want to, deliver pretty powerful strikes to the body, and then we use targeting pressure points, of course. So for example, in this kind of motion here, the bone here going into here might knock somebody out. I would expect that to knock somebody out. Almost knock you out just touching it, because it feels just so heavy, but it doesn't look like it. Now what that means is, in fighting, it means that in combat, that means that I don't have to have.
Okay. Oh shit.
It doesn't look. So if someone goes like there, or there, or there, or there, or it's fine here, pressure there, and there, with that same force is just off. So my finger, oh yeah, I know, and a very,
big part of the technique is to very narrowly defined point. So if he's going to push on my hands, for example, 2 hands, push me over hard, I can have the strength from almost any position. Now if I can do that, and he's pushing, I can have a relaxed strength, yet that feels like a piece of steel. That means I can apply it. If I have the strength there, if I have, I can be very relaxed. And yet put power anywhere I want to. It also gives us a unique way of fighting on the ground. To apply this information to the ground, if he's choking me, whatever, from here, so now I can put that piece of steel. This shows the ground applications of the same type of material, how your body... Tremendous amount of force there. It's hard to push over, which means if he's grabbing me, I can put it there, I can put it there, grab me hard. I can use these points against the jawline, for example, here underneath the jaw. You're smiling at me. The videographer is smiling for future reference, enjoying this. But see, I can lock and control the point. Go over here, roll over for a second for me. Here. Now, and since we're on the ground, we might as well cover. I could attack nerves with it. Like if I could turn off his nerves of his hand there, try to grab me with your right hand on my throat.
I can't even move my right hand. There we go.
You're going to try hard as you can. Hard as you can. Is that interesting, isn't it, huh?
Yeah.
So if I could stop or at least weaken the opponent, to some extent, that means that this ground technique would have that kind of application. And also I might be able to break someone's ribs from their clothes. Or crush it, if I can get a crushing motion here to his hand. It's not going to be the total solution for all kinds of instant success for every kind of ground fighting scenario, but it gives you a range of way of training and a range of motion, that can be useful in those kind of situations. So it's a combination of weakening, neutralizing someone's strength, pushing at me. If I can cut him off, so I weaken his strength, and then I apply specific, narrowly defined lines of force against the opponent. And those two things working together is very nice.
Out and through our arms into the object that we're holding. And so one of the ways we test this, as Garrett pushed on it, is if we use that connection through our body and are able to push and effortlessly still hold on. And so we would be able to use that connection with any kind of weapon we use. And so this being a blade, very sharp, a real cold steel blade, it's moving, using that connection all the way through. And so even with something as small as this, you can push on it, right? You can move, push back, and still have that connection. And that transfers into anything I do. And also, even with smaller items such as a flashlight, what that can be used to do is, again through these connections, is use pressure points and bring an opponent to the ground.